Welcome back to WIS News Primetime. In South Carolina, there are currently thousands of children in the foster care system. For many children, on top of not having a home to call their own, they may have their own needs that many caregivers simply aren't equipped to handle. That's why the team at Pinnacle Family Services, which is a part of Health Connect America, is working to educate more families about the need for therapeutic foster parents. And here to tell us more is Mallory Jacob from Pinnacle Family Services and someone who knows the impact of therapeutic foster care, Edith Grice. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
You bet, you bet. Certainly an important issue because when you think of the needs of the foster care system, already it's a pretty heavy lift, but I can only imagine for children that have special needs or special circumstances, it really takes a special person to be able to care for a child like that.
Yes, it definitely does, and we are honored to be able to work with foster parents and be able to provide support to foster children. The simple fact is there is a need for foster homes in South Carolina, a need for parents who are able to open up their home and their heart, more importantly, to care for children with those enhanced needs. And so we're honored to be able to help in that journey for these children and these foster families.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit about what you do specifically in just a second, but Edith, I want to talk to you because you have a personal experience with this.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, tell us your story.
Well, it actually began June of last year, when I became interested in becoming a foster parent through one of my sorority sister and colleague who was a foster parent. And I started with the research and started the application process, completed the orientation and training, and I was contacted by Mallory and Allison, and I've been working with them ever since.
Amazing. So have you had a child yet come into your home?
Yes, I have. Actually, she was initially there May 16th through May 19th was my first placement.
Oh, amazing. And I imagine it's just a tremendously gratifying experience. Walk us through a little bit about some of the challenges, but some of the things that you've been able to do.
Well, I haven't encountered any challenges
That's
actually
great.
because of the support that I've received from the initial stages of the process through the placement of the child. You've always had someone to contact for guidance and assistance. You always have an on-call person to give you the information on the child.
Yeah.
And it's been rewarding. It's been awesome.
Sure, because I'm certain that when you're involved in this, it can be a little bit of a daunting experience, at least off the bat, maybe a little bit of trepidation, a little bit of nervousness. But it sounds like all of those fears were laid to rest there quickly.
It sure was, because of the personality of the child.
Yeah.
It's just a bolt of fresh air and mannerable and just pleasant, and all they're in need of a lot of times is just to have a caring and loving environment.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what? I'm a person that could provide that.
Yeah, your heart's in the right place, and so certainly great results are going to follow from that. But Mallory, when we talk about what your organization does, it sounds like you're there for support the whole way through.
Exactly. So we are with the foster parents from the initial stages. So we license foster parents, we take them through the process, but then we don't just stop there. We hold their hand as they get their first placements to the time they get their very last placement. We are with them to make sure that they have what they need, they're connected to resources, and so we license them, and then we get to see the reward of them getting their first child and several children thereafter.
Yeah. Give us your best, I guess, your best pitch for why someone should consider being a foster parent.
I will say this. Statistically, if a child has at least one caring adult in their life, they are more likely to have a successful future and a successful outcome. And that's what we need. There's children in the community who need us. And if there is an adult willing to provide that love and support to these kids, it can make all the difference.
Let's take a look at some of the information that we have here. If you're interested in perhaps being a therapeutic foster parent, there's information sessions available Saturday, June the 8th, which is tomorrow, coming up at 10 a.m. And then if you can't make that, you can also make one on Tuesday, June the 18th at 7 p.m. Lots of training, resources, support, and more. The number to contact right there for more information. And Edith, I'm sure you'd tell our viewers that it's all been worth it.
It sure is. It has been, and I know it will continue to be with the support that's available for you.
Well, no doubt. Thank you, and God bless you for all you do.
Thank you.
We
Thank you.
appreciate it.